I'm Sumalee Montano. I'm one of the voice cast in Spider-Rose.
Yeah. And so Spider-Rose, we can talk about Spider-Rose because
Like, am I allowed to reveal my specific character? Did you see it already?
I watched it, but I'm not sure if you can. But
I don't think I can yet. That's the thing. Okay, I'm glad you did.
we'll talk about the episode, like overall, like assassin, sci-fi, future, death, mayhem, chaos, and working on this. Did you get to do mocap?
I didn't. It was all in my head. The mocap character and how I moved was all in my head while I was behind the microphone.
But the style is crazy. Like,
It's such fantastic escapism, and I hope people really, really enjoy that when they're watching it. And I'm so glad that I was able to be a part of making it, especially when the real world, there's a lot of hard stuff going on.
and I think with this, it's like there's so much trauma and just like feeling of loss, but then doing something about it, but then dealing with a third party that's trying to like take over everything. So, so you're thinking like, I don't know what I can talk about.
I know, no. This I think I can say. I'm just glad that I can bring my heart into this wild cyberpunk vision. How's that? How'd I do? Yeah, right. No, but when you see the part, because when I read this script, so I'm an actor and producer, I read a ton of scripts. When I read this script, when I got to that point, and the jaw drops, and now I'm here and I get to watch it with the whole audience. I literally think this is going to be one of the best moments of my voice acting career, of my acting career, just to be here with everyone to experience that.
And what was your experience with Love, Death, Robot as a franchise?
You know, I'm really fortunate. I was part of the very first season in an episode called Good Hunting. And now I'm back again. So, and it's won so many awards and people love it. So my experience has just been amazing. And this time, getting to work with Jennifer Yuh Nelson, who's like, anytime that we get to work with brilliant directors, it's such a gift. But the fact that she's a fellow Asian American woman, I'm like, yeah, double happiness. And she's so good. She's so good. She just like gives minimalist direction, which allows the actor to kind of, collaborate and do. And you realize when she speaks to you so calmly, and then you take in the direction, like, oh, that was so impactful. That was so good. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, she's very, I feel like when I'm chatting with her before, a calm demeanor. But yeah.
But she is like grounded and she knows exactly what she wants. But when she delivers the direction, it's just like, here, try this. And it's like, God.
I have to ask you, in the future, if something were to happen and you have a chance to have your body transform into like a robot, like cyborg parts, would you do it?
Fuck yeah. Look, I love my experience as a human, but I'm all about experiencing things. And if that's another experience that I get to have that sounds like not many people get to do that, fuck yeah.
All right, yeah. So I expect to see you like a cyborg in the future. I'll join you.
I play all those characters anyway with my, voiceover acting, so I'm like, yeah, I want to do that.
Oh, yeah. For you, yeah, that's like your realm. But it's a pleasure chatting with you. You're in the Spider-Rose episode.
Yes.
You're like a, I don't know how to describe like those evil, sinister assassin characters.
Right. I think I play actually like several versions of myself. I kind of like clones or something. But I also play her lover in the other, so it's I was a bad guy and a good guy, which is rare you get to do that, but yeah, it's a real treat.
So like, how does that work in terms of voicing inside the booth? Like, do you get to go back and forth 0 to 100, or it's like a slow transition?
Well, we actually did it. It was mocap, and so I think we shot all the lover stuff first, and then we got into the heavy kind of bad guy stuff. So yeah. So it's pretty easy to keep them separated.
And the story is, I think it deals with like loss and also revenge and mystery. So, like for you, like what gravitated, with the project for you, like trying to like, I want to be a part of this.
Yeah. Well, certainly just knowing that it was Love, Death, and Robots. It was, I do pretty much everything. But yeah, it was just such a. It's not often you get to play like a real kind of mustache twirling, like because this guy's a bad bad guy. And so that was a lot of fun.
And is this your first time doing mocap, or you done it before?
No, I've done a fair number of mocap. Yeah. There's a couple of video games. There's one coming out in the fall, which I can't actually say yet, but just keep an eye out.
It's NDAs.
Can't say. Couldn't tell you.
So it's not. I'm trying Final Fantasy.
No, not that way. Yeah.
Okay, so in this Love, Death, and Robots, like, what was your first entry episode where you're like, oh, this is cool, I want to be a part of this?
Gosh, wow. I mean, I'd say pretty much the whole first season. I remember it's just I was just blown away. So it's hard to pin it down to one, but yeah, some good stuff.
And so in your future, if you have the option to clone yourself or become like a cyborg, which one would you choose?
Gosh, that's I guess clones, only that because I'm not a big I don't like jewelry and stuff. Like a wedding ring is only so. As cyborg, I think it would be too much. I don't want all that stuff on me.
Like kind of like a clean slate with a clone.
Right. Yeah, it's a fresh start. Yeah.
Feodor, it's a pleasure chatting with you. Yeah. So you are in this Emily Rose episode, and
Emily's me.
Okay, so Spider Rose, we could call it Emily Rose. Like you're the main character.
Yes.
So in this, it's the future, sci-fi. There's love, there's death, and there's maybe some parts that's robotic. Your character, Rose, and so when you're doing this project, like what stands out to you when you're reading the script?
The sort of like visceral feeling that humans get for love. That's all she wants. She is so far removed from it. Her husband had died. She's been living alone in sort of this take care of yourself and make sure you don't die kind of world. And then this little creature comes along and she's not even expecting to feel anything, and she's so captivated and surprised by what this little thing does for her, and she smiles for the first time and she bonds with this creature. So that really resonated with me. I think that could resonate with anyone,
And I think with this one, you have the motion. You do motion capture, right, for this one? And was that your first time doing it, or you've done it before?
Yeah, I've done it before. I love it. It's my favorites. Comfortable suits. Use your imagination. You're out there on the stage with other actors, and you just sort of are free to play. So yeah, it's a great medium. I love it.
And I think with that, I felt it when I was watching the episode, like your facial animation and how you move. And I think, and even because it's CG, I feel like they can afford to make your features more exaggerated. That's what I think when I see like you're screaming and you're like, when you're fighting the assassin.
Yes. Oh, wow, they probably got my big screaming mouth then. I let a few big screams out during the shoot. I'm sure I'm like, unlocking my jaw to get that scream out. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I'm anxious, but I'm really excited.
So now when you see that part, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's what John was talking about, that screaming like, ah.
Yeah, I really let them have it. Maybe blew some people's eardrums out too.
I love the themes of this because Love, Death, and Robot. This episode captures all of that, and you have that cybernetic part. So I was wondering in the future, like if the technology is there, and maybe hopefully nothing bad happens to your body, but if it does, would you want to be a cybernetic person?
No, I don't think so. I hope I'm not around when that happens. I'm trying to get away from technology and away from robotics, to be honest, so I don't think so. I mean, unless my life depended on it, unless I would die if I had a bionic, I don't know, whatever, arm. I think it's her neck, right? Because I've only seen rough sketches, so
It's crazy. It's like your whole body, except for like your jaw and down.
Okay, yeah. Looking forward to seeing that.
Emily, I just want to say it's a pleasure chatting with you. And I think the reason why I said Emily Rose, there's a movie called Emily Rose. I just combine your name with Rose's name together. It's a horror movie. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Pretty different though, isn't it? Yeah.
All right. Take care.